Hello guys and welcome back. This is another episode of When Nosh Quests to Gold. No, that's not what it's called. This is another episode of Nosh's Quest to Gold. Down the bottom right hand side here we'll have my terran opponent. His name is Speedysss. And all the way over here at the bottom left is me, Nosh, the blue Protoss player. So red terran Speedysss versus blue Protoss Nosh. Now I'm going to show you this game because I play not well in it, and it's just, I've been looking for games which have been nice and close that I've lost, or games that I really enjoyed that I've lost, but what you're probably going to notice is if I don't win a game, I don't, either I don't play very well, or I don't play as a nice person, there's no, I'm one of these people that's not, GG, thanks for beating me, I'm just like fucking, F10 Q, and you just, or F10 N, I think is surrender, and I just leave the game, no GG, no skill, no GG, no skill, yeah, so I've actually taken to, good game well playing most players, but it's hard to get yourself into a mentality where you've played poorly, and to wish the other player a good game, or say that they played well if you feel you've played badly, but at the same time, it's the cost of being like, that took me a whole half second. But anyway, scouting off here, I can see a quick double gas from Speedysss, like there's no other way to say it, that is a quick double gas from Speedysss, 11 double gas, and barracks coming out. I'm going to harass his SCV if I can actually get in there and find it. I'm actually going to zap the barracks a couple of times and then try and find his SCV and zap that dude as well. Zap him, proby. Fucking zap, there you go. I'm going to zap his little probe. I'm going to zap his SCV with my probe. This is the third or fourth cast I've done this morning, and I've only been up for like an hour, and I'm, drooling and things, and my brain's not on right. You're going to see my standard opener. It's pretty much the same every game, You can transition from this to pretty much anything you want as Protoss, so it's about... I killed this guy, by the way, look, fucking baller, man, 1 kill. I killed his SCV, but I'm gonna die in the base now that he's got a full wall off, so... I come back here and notice that he's, that's not fully saturated. That's not fully saturated. It's kinda strange. So he's got 4 SCVs, mine and gas. And now I'm gonna lose my probe. Now, unfortunately, I didn't, decide to hang about, see what was coming, to work out why he's got such a large amount of gas. He's actually going to sneak out and sneak out and check into my base. But either way, I'm bringing down a forge, which you won't see me do this early unless I'm forge fast expanding. But too much gas, shot out of the base, no scouting, a forge. I'd also like to see myself put down a robo, maybe get an observer into his base. I'm putting something here, but I bet you 20 pence it's a gateway. 20 pence, it's a gateway. That's 20 pence you owe me. You watch this video, you send me 20 pence in an envelope through the mail. Researching my warp gate, keeping on top of... Why do I have so many pylons? I just looked at my supply, I was going to say keeping on top of my supply, but, there's just 42 supply this early on in the game when I only have 25 supply worth of workers doesn't really seem like the most effective use of workers. Now, unfortunately for Speedysss, he checked everywhere I couldn't be before checking where I am, but fortunately for him, I don't have, units to defend with, and even if I do, chances are I'm going to get them trapped in this little space just right here. But any hoozles, back over in the home base of Speedysss, he's gone for Tac Lab, he's going for siege tanks, as you can see. Doesn't have siege tac, but he doesn't feel he needs it. We're going to get a medevac just as soon as he has the money, and he's going to start dropping on my head. Now, I've decided I definitely do need that robo after all, so we're going for 3 gates in a funny pattern here, and robo to get a little bit more scouting done. I've actually, for a couple of games I do actually do a little bit better when it comes to scouting. So that's cool. I managed to get my stalker to kill off his SCV that came into my base, but as far as I remember, I'm pretty sure he saw everything anyway. Yeah, he knows what's going on. He didn't see that one assimilator. That's it. Oh, and this pylon. So he knows what's coming. He knows exactly what's going on. He has a nice little defense. This right here is what I was talking about earlier. This, especially with this medevac now, would hold a 4 gate. Now, the medevac came a little late, to the party, and he didn't research siege as early as he could have. But had I forgated, this would have killed it. This would have out and out killed it. You just need a wall off and a tank and some marines, maybe some more marines. But he's going 1-1-1, so you know it's hard to get more marines with 1-1-1. But he is going gas intensive, which he's actually doing a good job, a better job than me of spending all his money. Now I've eventually got my rubble up, getting my observer out, getting some cannons at the back. It's not quite the back, but I'm getting some cannons in the mineral line because I'm expecting 1-1-1. I'm expecting cloak banshees. To tell you the truth, do some work. So yeah, we're sending my second observer. The first one is just chilling on top of my army. I'm sending my second observer across the map, and he's going to see this coming. So that's bad. That's bad, Nosh. Nosh, that's bad. Go, defend it. Oh, there's tanks. That's really bad. So I go straight for the medevacs, which is what I usually do with drops, but I don't know why I did that, because I can't, you know, like, medevacs aren't going to be able to, you know, heal tanks. So now that I've, you know, if I kill the medevacs, I do have an immortal though. How handy. Come on guys. Medevacs, you know, is my usual target at the moment, but now I'm targeting the tanks. The tanks need to die. He's target firing my immortal though, and with the power of absolutely no micro at all, and obviously his medevac leaving his units behind. I managed to hold that off. Now, in terms of units lost, how do I work out units lost? Quite an even engagement there. In terms of resources, though, I'm double pumped. I'm worse off than he is. But that's fair enough. There we go. Army supply, he's again ahead of me. Worker supply, I'm still ahead. I don't know whether this is some kind of cut all workers and attack push, but, you know, I see that he has a command center. I'm actually following his command center around with my little observer, because I'm cool. Meanwhile, back at Speedy's house, I see same composition as before. Although this time I've decided Warp Prism. Warp Prism is my response to what he's doing, and because I see that he's expanding, I'm going to expand myself. Except, I'm not going to expand in my base. Oh wait, maybe I'm not even going to expand at all, because I suck at this game. That's fine. I keep looking at the minimap and thinking this looks a bit like a sword, by the way, just in case you're wondering why I keep doing that. So my Warp Prism is out, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, my Warp Prism's just hanging out over here. Meanwhile, his expand's been dropped, he's starting to build workers, so, you know, at this stage, I need to do one of two things. I either need to put down an expand of my own, or kill his expand. Now, I opt for flying a Warp Prism sneakily through the back of his base, and gonna harass his mineral line, cut off some of his minerals, things like that. But unfortunately, a very poorly timed build. Oh, you're gonna go in? You're gonna... Yeah, this is not the best build time for this in the world. Here comes a drop, Nosh. Here comes a drop. So I'm following the drop on my Warp Prism. I'm spawning some stalkers up here. Now, I think he sees me following him, and no, he's gonna play it out. He's gonna, you know. Oh, I remember. Right, so I'm following his drops around with my warp ship because it flies slightly faster than medevacs. I actually, you know, wasn't expecting this to happen though. Run away. Right, so I managed to get away. And now I see exactly what's coming in the drop that's coming. I also, if you might have noticed, I've placed a couple of pylons over here. I usually place two because, you know, you want to spawn in the low ground anyway. But with one in the high ground, if they come in and kill the one in the low ground, they're usually satisfied. I mean, I understand that's 100 minerals I don't really need. I can spawn here, not here. I can spawn here, but yeah, it's not really necessary. Now there's a good siege line here and a planetary fortress coming on through as well. And now I decide to drop my own expansion because I've killed absolutely none of his army. So now would be a good time to expand. My Warp Prism is still guarding this little corner of my base. I've still got this little contingent of stalkers, that's the word I want, sitting up here. And just I'm moving out with most of my forces down here. Now, at the same time as I'm about to move out, I'm pretty sure this packs up and comes along the way. Now, it's just a matter of time. Oh yeah, I forgot it'd be warping. I'll try and find a position where I can get my warp prism to actually warp just on the edge of the high ground where you won't see it. That's not it, Nosh. You can't warp units on it there. Try again. Just a little bit further forward. Oh, he can see that. He can see that. He can see that. Nosh, that's not where you want it. Is he responding? Is he responding? No, he's not. So straight into the mineral line we go. We're gonna kill ourselves. We're gonna actually block ourselves off. There we go. We're gonna kill ourselves some dudes. Kill ourselves a lot of dudes, actually. That's not a bad worker harass at all. Yeah, just get as many workers as you can. Just cut through them like they're ginger. Yep, absolutely spectacular job. Would have done a better job had this guy not taken a dislike to that refinery straight away. But that's fair enough. He doesn't actually come from my warp prism because it's not like directly in his vision. And he scans and kills off my observer down there. Now, at this point he decides to move straight out, which is bad for me because I have this force here. And that's, you know, the majority of my forces. The second half of them is up there. And, you know, that's not a good defensive position to be in. Now he's moving across the map. He can see that I'm not there, so he's going to come and knock on my front door. Meanwhile, he's getting himself some banshees, he's getting himself some cloak, he's getting a bunch of marines. He's really doing well in this whole getting things game. And here he is, knocking on my front door, kicking down some pylons, shooting some stuff, and I'm like, tits, balls, double balls. So my response is to run all these zealots into the planetary fortress. Don't attack these guys and kill them. Run at the planetary fortress. See that tank that's coming down? Don't attack that. Get killed with the planetary fortress. Meanwhile, I've just lost my natural expand. I can see it all handily with this observer down here. I'm going to run some more zealots into this force. Where are my stalkers? Where did they go? They must have just ran down the force and got killed as well. So the base race that is going on here isn't actually going on here. I managed to make his planetary fortress burn before it got absolutely destroyed by all these units. And he's just going to walk through and kill everything. I have no production. Oh, I do have some Templar. But I just leave the game. No GG, no skill. So here's me getting absolutely massacred by a Terran who did some really nice drops. I really like the tank and marine drop on the back. That's quite cool. I really like how he played, but at the same time, I really don't like how I played, and I don't like showing those games because I feel I underperformed, and I don't like showing that off. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got to see the holes in my play like I always do when I watch my replays. I hope you enjoy watching these. I'm going to make some more later on. Catch you later. Thanks for watching.